Some men might not want to admit this, but the fact is, not all men are comfortable with dating or marrying a woman who earns more than them. It makes some men very uncomfortable, and instead of them to be with her, even when she ticks all of the other boxes and they are convinced that she is the one for them, they would rather take a walk when she earns more than them. It's even worse if the woman or the girl in question earns a whole lot more. A lot of men would take to their heels. They would literally run far away. My name is Chris and you're welcome. In this video, we shall be talking about why men hate dating or even marrying women or girls that earn more than them. If you're ready for the show, I am ready. So let's dive into it. I feel that one reason why a lot of men shy away from dating women who earn more than them is that we are traditionally wired to believe that a man should be the provider. And for centuries, that has been the case. Men have always been made to believe that they are providers. In a family, it is the man's responsibility to provide. Nobody traditionally expects the woman to provide. The woman has her own role. She's meant to cater to the family, take care of everyone else, ensure that everyone else is fine. But when it comes to providing, who do they turn to? The man. So when a woman flips the script and starts earning more, she was even earning more before she met a man, things are no things are no longer the way they should be. Things are no longer the way they were orchestrated to be because the man was meant to be the one providing, and for him to provide, he needs to earn higher. So a woman earning a lot more than a man isn't traditional. It's not traditional at all. It's unconventional, and a lot of men have a hard time swallowing that pill. It means that she is taking up his role, she is wearing his shoes in the family or in the relationship, and that can be very uncomfortable for a lot of men. Another reason why some men are uncomfortable dating or marrying a woman who earns more than them is that it takes a toll on their ego. So when a man has been made to believe by society, of course, that he is the provider, okay, and for him to feel like a man, he needs to fill in that role. He needs to play that role, the role of provider. So all of a sudden, he has this woman earning a lot more than him. And in society, who earns more, the person with the money is expected, to be the one in charge. It's like a power thing. The more money you have, the more power you have. So if a woman is earning more than a man and both of them are dating, it means that she has the power. It would take a toll on his ego and he would struggle, to reconcile that because that is what he has been made to believe all his life. It could make him feel less of a man. Still on the power dynamics, it would take a lot of humility for a man to date a woman who earns more than him because he has been made to believe that for him to be in charge of the family or the relationship, he needs to have a lot of money. When you take away that money, it means that he doesn't have that control. He doesn't have that authority. It gets even worse if the woman in question begins to rub it in, if she's the type of person that doesn't hesitate to let him know that she earns a lot more than him. And society isn't even helping because when he looks around him, all he sees is that for a man to be in charge, to be the head of the relationship or the family, he needs to earn more. One way we need to get away with that mentality is to start by scraping it out of the fabrics of society itself. The more society continues to project that narrative that, men are meant to be the providers, men are meant to be in charge, they're meant to cater to the financial needs of their families or relationships, men who earn less than their women are going to continue to feel inadequate. A lot of men struggle with dating or marrying women who earn more than them because they can't face their family and friends. Again, it boils down to society. These people understand what they have been taught, what they have been exposed to, and as far as they are concerned, a man is supposed to earn higher. So if their friend or brother or uncle is with a woman who earns a lot more than him, they begin to look at him a certain way. In their eyes, he is no longer the man that he should be. In their eyes, he is less of a man just because he has lost that power, that position of being the one who earns more than his woman. So for that man to be with that woman, he needs to get comfortable with, relating with his family and friends. He needs to not let whatever they're going to say or do get to him. And yes, they're going to say and even do certain things. They might be saying a lot of shit behind his back. And somehow the things they say behind his back would get to his hearing. And when he hears those things, he won't feel comfortable. He won't feel good at all. Imagine being told that his woman is the one who controls him, quote and unquote. That's not to say that men are supposed to control their women if they are earning more, but just to make fun of him, just to ridicule him, people could say things like that when they're going to family functions or functions involving friends, he might feel very uncomfortable, especially if it's so obvious that the woman in question earns a lot more than him. People might even start saying that he is with her for all the wrong reasons. They might even insinuate that he doesn't love her and that her money is all he's interested in, even when that's not the case. For he has to deal with all of this just because his woman earns more than him. And for some men, it's like, I would just save myself the trouble. I would just find a woman who doesn't earn more than me. That way I don't have to deal with all of this. Of course, a lot of troubles of my own to worry about. Life itself can be very difficult. So I would rather just, choose my battles, find a woman who doesn't earn more than me so that I don't add to the things that I will have to worry about. A woman earning more than a man could be grounds for disrespect. Yes, it doesn't apply to all women. Some women are very understanding, they're very respectful when they love a man, they love him regardless of how much he earns. But that is not the case with some women. You see, when such women earn a lot more, they rub it in any opportunity they get. They don't hesitate to remind him that they earn a lot more than him. They don't hesitate to let him know that they are probably paying the bills, that they are the ones in charge of this and that. If there's a little argument, they bring it up. They let him know that, hey, you can't talk shit because I am the one in charge here. I am the one taking care of you. So to avoid all that disrespect, some men would just rather not get into it in the first place. They would rather just find and be with women who don't earn more than them. Personally, I don't think that a woman's earning should be a factor for a man to choose to want to be with her or not. At the end of the day, even if she's earning a lot more than you, if she loves you and respects you and both of you have a mutual understanding, you can make things work. It doesn't have to be all about money, money, money. Yes, money is important. Money is needed in every relationship, but if money is the main factor, I don't think that relationship would thrive. It won't thrive at all because it would come up at every opportunity, at every argument, at every disagreement. Okay. For women who earn a lot more than their men, I think one way to ensure that it doesn't become a problem is to try not to rub it in. I know it can be difficult sometimes, especially if the men are misbehaving, quote and unquote. They might feel the need to put such men in their places. But hey, if you love him and he loves you and there's mutual respect in that relationship, perhaps you don't have to rub it in, you don't have to bring it up. And for men, you need to look past that. Okay, if you love her, you love her. It doesn't matter how much she earns, whatever she has belongs to both of you, and whatever you have belongs to both of you. Although that is a debate for another day, because a lot of women believe that a man's money is for both of them, but her own money, their own money is for them. Perhaps I'll make a video about that. In the meantime, my name is Chris and it was nice talking to you in this one. Take a look around. You'll find lots of other interesting videos. See you in the next one.